Good morning, neighbors, and happy Monday. Pull up a chair, and if you know this song, sing along. When I walk through deep waters, I know that you will be with me. When I'm standing in the fire, I will not be overcome. Through the valley of the shadow, I will not fear. I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me. I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me. In the midst of deep sorrow, I see your light is breaking through. The dark night will not overtake me. I am pressing into you. Lord, you fight my every battle, and I will not fear. I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me. I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me. You amaze me, redeemed me. You call me as your own. You amaze me, redeem me. You call me as your own. You amaze me, redeemed me. You called me as your own. You amaze me, redeemed me. You called me as your own. You're my strength and you're my defender. You're my refuge in the storm. Through these trials, you've always been faithful. You bring healing to my soul, and I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me, and you will never leave me. I am not alone. Oh, I am not alone. very comforting thought. Many people, especially in this world today, they just feel so alone because there's only pleasure in sin for a season. And you try to find things that will fill that emptiness, that void, that loneliness. And there's really only one thing that's going to fill that, that's going to make you feel whole and not alone. And I wanted to read a couple of scriptures. The first one is John 14, verse 18. Jesus is speaking to his disciples and his followers, and he says, I will not leave you orphans. I will come to you. And that's one of the scriptures when Charles Spurgeon said, the fact that Jesus said, I am with you always. He said, that is enough to get me through anything. Whatever may happen, all the tests and trials and the sicknesses, the loneliness, the depressions, and all these things, though, because Satan will come against you with these things. I used to think that if you ever have these things, it must mean you're not saved or you don't have. No, he comes to you with trials and temptations. Satan, he comes to tear you apart. And God allows it because he says, you have to learn how to rely on me, just like a little child would. So he says, I will not leave you orphans. I'm not going to leave you without anyone to care for you, to look over, without nothing in this world. I will come to you. A little while longer, and the world will see me no more. But you will see me. Because I live, you will live also. So the world will look at you and think you're crazy and that you're alone, you're living, it's this invisible God, that you serve, and, he sent his son, and, he's with you always. I don't see anybody. And to the Christian, that seems almost unbelievable that anyone would think like that, but we really understand because he says, the world will see me no more. They're going to, where's he at? Yeah, he's gone. He's dead. But you will see me. And it's just a comforting thing, like the song says, you're my strength, you're my defender, you're my refuge in the storm. He's all these things, and he's all these things still. But we have to realize, we have to look at ourselves sometimes. In John 16, verse 29, his disciples, when he's speaking in parables and things, a lot of times you're like, well, can you just not speak to us? Can you just speak to us openly and easily so we know, black and white, this is what this is. And finally he tells them some things that are just very plainly, and his disciples said to him, see, now you are speaking plainly and using no figure of speech. Now we are sure that you know all things and have no need that anyone should question you. By this we believe that you came forth from God. So they're saying, now we understand, you're not speaking, and we really believe and understand. But Jesus answered them, do you now believe? Indeed, the hour is coming, yes, has now come, that you will be scattered, each to his own, and will leave me alone. And yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me. So this song, this really title of the song, I Am Not Alone, it really comes from this. This is something that Jesus said. Now they're saying, oh, now we understand you come from God. Now we understand all these things. We have all this understanding. We're here. And he says, do you now believe? Really? Do you think now you have this great, understanding of this faith that you're never, the time is coming when this great pressure comes on, when all the sins of the world are poured upon Jesus. He said, I will be alone. And yet, I am not alone. The Father is with me. I will be able to take these things. I know even though the Father would turn his face away, he still knows that the Father is there. He never believed that the Father wasn't, in existence and all these things. But he says that, and he just tells them this truth, yet I am not alone because the Father is with me, and you'll leave me alone, speaking to them. But these things I have spoken to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation. Another translation, in the world you will have trials. But be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. And this song, I actually sang it at a funeral once, and it has such like sad notes and keys and chords into it. But really, when you hear the core, I like the song because though it sounds kind of sad, there is a great joy in it. Be of good cheer. You can, don't let yourself get down too low. Be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. and you're never alone. So we can have strength in that in the midst of trials and temptations and sorrows and whatever may be, sicknesses, whatever may be going on. He is still with us. We are not alone. So take that with you today in Jesus Christ's name.